Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to ECC TV. Today's lecture will be from ECC Fast Track Intermediate. Please open to page 9, Unit 3, Family Life. Class discussion. You will have these discussions in the English club. Okay, let's check the points. Number 1. How many individuals are there in your family? The people in your family, the individuals in your family. How many individuals are there in your family? 2. Who takes the important decisions in your family? For example, if someone is getting married, who will take the decision? Who will either say yes or no? If, for example, you're going to buy a piece of land, who will take that important decision, okay, in your family? Your father or your mom or your elder brother or elder sister or you? So you let us know. Who takes the important decisions in your family? 3. Do you support the opinion, the idea, the opinion that at 18, a girl should be given the right to take all her decisions? If yes, why? And if no, why not? So, do you support the idea that when a girl is 18, she's now free to take any decisions she wants? For example, she can decide if she wants to live in the family house, or she would like to rent her own flat somewhere else, or she would like to travel out of the country to work in another country, for example, or to get married to any man of her choice. So, do you think that at 18, which is taken or deemed as the legal age, 18, in some countries, when one is 18, that person is an adult, okay? So this is taken as the legal age in certain countries. So do you think that at 18, a girl should be able to take her decisions, or the family should decide for her what to do? Okay, we go over to the next point. How many children would you like to have, and why? How many children would you like to have, and why? The next question: is it a good idea to continue living in your family house even after marriage? Is it a good idea to continue living in your family house after marriage? For example, some people, after marrying, they move to another house to start their marital life, and others prefer to remain in the family house. So what's your opinion? Do you think that it's a good idea to continue living in the family house even after marriage? Okay, so why do you think so? The next point: do you feel that your parents love one of your siblings more than you? Your siblings, your brothers and sister. Singular, sibling. Sibling. So your sibling can either be your brother or sister. Okay? Then when you say siblings, the plural. So this is singular, sibling. So, do you feel that your parents love one of your siblings more than you? If yes, aren't you often jealous of this? Do you feel jealous? For example, your father loves your younger brother or younger sister. Do you feel jealous at times? Or you feel it's normal? So let's know your opinion. Okay, do you feel that your parents should be strict with their children? Sorry. Do you think that parents should be strict with their children? Why and why not? Some parents are very, very strict. Yes or no. Do this. If you refuse to do it, they may get very angry with you. Okay? So they are very strict. So they want you to follow their own rules without any form of argument. So what they want you to do, you have to do it. So you say that the parents are very strict and they want their children to abide by their own rules. Okay? So such parents are said to be strict with their children. So do you think that parents should be strict with their children? Or you feel that they should be flexible? Okay? So if you feel that parents should be strict with their children, why? Let us know the reason. And if you feel that they should not be strict with their children, tell us why not. Okay? Some parents fix a time for their daughters to come home, else it may make them furious. Furious means to be extremely angry. Furious. Extremely angry. Very, very angry. Furious. So, some parents fix a time. For example, they could say that the daughter should be home at 6. So at sharp 6, she is expected to be at home. Okay? So also you can call it curfew. Curfew as well. So curfew, for example, a time which movement is restricted. The daughter or son has to be in the house by that time and does not go out until after a certain time. Okay? So that period is called a curfew. So some parents fix a time for their daughters to come home, else it may make them furious. It may make them very, very angry. Okay? Are you in support of such treatment? Are you in support of such treatment? Do you support such treatment? Or you feel that ladies or girls should be free to come home at any time? That parents have no right or should not restrict the movement of their daughters? Okay? Why, if you think so? If you think, okay, that parents should fix a time for their daughters to be home, okay, sorry, that parents should not fix a time for their daughters to be home, why not? Let us know. The next question: who is your closest friend and confidant? Okay, confidant. Your confidant, your personal friend that you can confide in him all your secrets. So you can share with him all your secrets because you really, really trust him. So he is your confidant. Confidant for a boy or masculine, and for a girl we say confidant, the same, but the spelling changes. So we have confidant, masculine, confidant, feminine. So with E for a girl, she's my confidant. It means that I can confide in her all my secrets, and I'm very sure that she will not divulge such secrets to someone else. To divulge. It means, for example, I tell you a secret and you go to tell another person, okay, my secret. So you divulge my secret. So you are very sure of the person, of your friend. You're sure of your friend because you trust him or her. We go over to the next, ladies and gentlemen. So before we proceed, these points will be discussed in your English club. Okay, let's go on to the next. Compare and contrast. So look at the two pictures closely. We have picture A and picture B. Okay, find the similarities and differences between pictures A and B. So picture A and picture B. Try to find out how they are similar. In what ways are they similar? And in what ways are they different? So look closely. Okay? Which of the two families, in your opinion, is truly happier? Which of the two families, in your own opinion, is truly happier? And what makes you think so? What makes you think so? Okay. The next point, or the next question, what, in your opinion, are the advantages and disadvantages of polygamy and monogamy? Polygamy means marrying more than one wife. Polygamy. Okay? Some men can marry more than one wife. 2 wives, 3 wives, 4 wives. So that's polygamy. And monogamy is the practice of marrying just one wife. So, in your opinion, what are the advantages and disadvantages of polygamy? And what are the advantages and disadvantages of monogamy? And which do you prefer? Which do you prefer? Okay, so we go over to the next page. Family life. Unit 3, reading. Family life. Parenting. The teen years. Parenting. Parenting has to do with bringing up children, okay, till they grow up and become responsible children or responsible members of the society. Okay, so that has to do with parenting. The teen years. Teen. You say teen? From 13 to 19. Teenage. This period is the teenage period. Teenage. From teen, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Teenage. Okay? So, you say that he is a teenager. It means that his age ranges between 13 to 19. She is a teenager. It means that her age ranges between 13 to 19. Teenager. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we continue. The teen years pose some of the most difficult challenges for families. So really, the teen age poses, okay? The teen age, poses some of the most difficult challenges for families. To pose means to present. So teenage years teenage years pose. Teenage years pose some of the most difficult challenges in families. Because at that time, within that period, ladies and gentlemen, there are changes in the body, okay? Changes even in the hormones. So even the behavior of the teenagers change. So it's very difficult for parents to control their children. So while dealing with their children, they have to employ some wisdom, okay? So the teenage years pose some of the most difficult challenges for families. Teenagers dealing with hormone changes, because teenagers, there are changes in hormones in their bodies. Okay? And an ever complex world, because the world is now complex. When a child is young and under the care of the parents, so he does not look beyond what he sees in the house. But as a teenager, he gets exposed to the world, okay, to the complex world. So all of a sudden, his ideas start to change. So may feel that no one can understand their feelings. So at that stage or at that period, the teenagers may feel that no one can understand their feelings. Especially parents. They feel that even their parents may not understand them, may not understand the way they feel. Because all of a sudden, they want to be independent. Maybe the young man falls in love with a young girl, okay? So he wants to take his own decisions. He wants to be independent. At the same time, the parents are striving to control him. So there is now a conflict between the two parties. As a result, as a consequence, the teen may feel angry. This is another problem, because at that stage, the teen may feel angry. The teen may feel angry. Alone and confused. Okay? The teen may feel confused while facing complicated issues. While the teen or the teenager is facing complicated issues, matters, issues also matters, cases, issues, okay? So while facing complicated issues about identity, who he is. For example, maybe the child is from a different country, growing up in another country, so there is that problem of identity, okay? So he's trying to figure out who he is and how he can manage with his age group. Peers. Your peer is a person belonging to the same age group. For example, you are 30 years old. Your other friends are with maybe between 29 to 32. So you are all peers belonging to the same age group. So peer, belonging to the same age group, or maybe you belong to the same class, the same social class, or to the same age group. So you all are peers. You are peers. Okay? You belong to the same age group. Maybe you're between 29 to 32, within that range, all your friends. Okay? So you are peers. Drinking. Some teens may start drinking. And drugs. Unfortunately, some teens may start taking drugs, which is very bad. Okay? So parents may be frustrated and angry. So parents may be frustrated. To be frustrated means, okay, is a feeling of annoyance, of anger, when you are trying to get something but you cannot get it. Okay, you are trying your best but you feel you can't get that thing. Or maybe something or someone is trying to bring you down. When you are trying to go up, something is bringing you down. So you say that that thing is frustrating. Frustrating. And you are frustrated. Frustrated. So the thing or the person that makes you frustrated is frustrating. You say that that man is frustrating. That man is frustrating because he makes me frustrated. The man is frustrating. He makes me frustrated. Okay? For example, if you say that that man is amusing, he makes me amused. He makes me laugh. He's amusing. And I am amused. So, parents may be frustrated because they're trying to control their children, but at the same time they cannot, because the children are not listening to them, so they feel frustrated. Okay? And angry, they also could be angry that the teen seems to no longer respond to parental authority. Because the teen, why are they angry? Because the teen no longer responds. He does not respond. To respond to something, if somebody asks you, how are you? You say, I'm fine. You responded. But how are you? He did not respond. We say that he did not respond. Okay? So to respond, the children don't care about their parents anymore. Okay? If the parents tell them do this, they don't care. They don't respond. Okay? So, parents may be frustrated and angry that the teen seems to no longer respond to parental authority, because the parents had the authority to tell them what to do. Okay, go and shave your hair, go and shave your beard, go and change your trousers. So they no longer respond. So the parents lose that authority. They cannot control again. Okay, so they've lost that parental authority. Methods of discipline that worked well in earlier years may no longer have an effect. So the parents, maybe they had a certain method to discipline their children. For example, if the child is very stubborn, if they tell the child, do this, and he doesn't do it, maybe they could tell him that you stand up, carry up your hands for about 15 minutes as a sort of punishment. So this is a method of discipline. But can you do that to a teenager? No. So it no longer works. But for a young child, For a small child, it may work. But when they grow up, when they are teenagers, telling them to stand still for about 10 minutes or raise up their hands may not work anymore. Okay? So, this is what the passage says, that methods of discipline that worked well in earlier years may no longer have an effect. And parents may feel frightened. The parents may be afraid. They may feel frightened. They may be afraid. Okay? Afraid and helpless. They don't know what to do. So somebody is helpless, okay, when he reaches an extent, okay, whereby there's nothing more he can do. He feels all what he's doing, okay, is useless. All what he's doing is useless. So the parents may feel frightened and helpless about the choices the teen is making. So any choice the teen, okay, anything the teen chooses. For example, he prefers to maybe wear or to keep a hairstyle which the parents do not approve of. Okay, so whatever the parents tell them to do, for example, they should go to the barber shop. Okay, they may say, no, I prefer to leave my hair that way. Okay, so they want to be the ones to decide on their lifestyle. So, as a result, the teen years are ripe for producing conflict in the family. So the teen years are ripe. Something is ripe. When it has fully developed, when something has fully developed, you say that that thing is ripe. For example, an orange, if it's still greenish, you cannot eat it because it's unripe. Opposite, unripe. Unripe. But after some time, okay, it becomes yellow in color. You know that it is ripe, okay, and fit to be consumed, to be eaten. So you cannot eat the orange or mango because it is ripe, okay? So, ripe, something ripe means to reach the final stage of development. So, as a result, the teen years are ripe for producing conflict in the family. Conflict. So, conflict, whereby, for example, the two sides don't agree. There is a conflict. Because the two groups are at variance with each other. Okay, they are not in agreement, no. So they are in conflict. Okay, conflict. So as a result, the teen years are ripe for producing conflict in the family. Typical areas of parent-teen conflict may include. So these are some of the areas, okay, for parent-teen conflict, for conflict between parents and teenagers. Okay, the first, disputes over the teen's curfew. So if there is a curfew, the father tells the teen that you should be home at 6. So the child may come at 9. So the father, if the father gets angry, he may challenge the father. He may tell him, no, I was with my friends. So here there is a dispute because the father wants him to come at a certain time, but he feels that he should be free to come home at any time. So such can lead to a dispute or conflict between the two sides. Okay, we go over to the next. The teen's choice of friends. Maybe the parents are not happy with the friends of the child. So they may tell the friends that we are not happy with that boy, so stop working with that boy. Or may tell their daughter that we don't want that gentleman to, we don't want that boy, not even a gentleman, we don't want that boy to be calling you. So maybe she loves him. So here there is that conflict. The girl may not listen to what the parents are saying because she feels that she's right and the parents are wrong. So in this case, there will be a dispute or conflict. So we go over to the next. Spending time with the family versus the peers. Versus is a Latin word. It means against. Versus is a Latin word. It's derived from Latin. Okay? Latin. So it means against. Versus, against. So, spending time with family versus peers. So some may prefer, some teens may prefer to spend time with their peers, with their own colleagues or age group, rather than staying with their families. School and work performance. There could be a conflict. For example, the father or the mom or the parents as a whole may not be happy with the grades of their children at school. Okay? And the children may feel that they should not control them, that they should be free to either read or choose not to read. Okay? And that their grades do not matter. So there could be a conflict in this area as well. Okay, we go over to the next. Cars and driving privileges. So a privilege, ladies and gentlemen, privilege. We have privilege and right. A right is something that you are entitled to by law. So the law